cement their handprints on the legacy just a few steps away from Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Using his feet to buy time. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
So the Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Complete to the right. He's loose. Touchdown Longhorns! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Number 7. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. Got it in the middle. It's Law. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I could throw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's looking for an open man on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Bulldozes him. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wide out in motion. Looking for space. It's Baxter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on bounds.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they had to settle for a field goal last time.
Yeah, they moved the ball down the field, Jesse. Just couldn't put it in the end zone in that red area where they needed to be a little bit more efficient.
I think they just got to do a little better job of executing on this drive, and let's see if they can punch it in for 6 this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Alabama quickly back to the line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. We've got this 3rd down play to open the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. It's caught. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch, it's Miller. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs tackling him.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got a lot of room to the right. The 40, the 30. he slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The toss to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job hitting their ears back and getting home.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the move, it's Bernard. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It's still third and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Baxter. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense. And now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. The 20, the 10, touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down, looking for more. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Here comes the Texas offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive line being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Got room at the 35. Still on his feet. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the field. This is a good sign for this offense.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The give is to Miller. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Nothing but green ahead. And stampeding through the defense. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They feed him again. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any...
He's got it on the right. He's off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. And once he got loose, it was all over. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas, 28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bernard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. After giving up that last touchdown, touchdown. They still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few.
He's got it down the left. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. And you can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Apparently some confusion as the offense calls the timeout. It's their first of the half. And on 1st down, they're running out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and they forced the incompletion.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Absolutely perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll go back to the ground. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Miller with the ball. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Milroe. He's right on target. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Golden. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. Looking for room, it's Baxter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
Back to throw. It's Ewers. Working that left side now. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Finds a man on the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll put the tight end in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got the 1st down and more. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. After the run, now to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
To the air, it's Milroe. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll try the run. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown tie! And that one will give them the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute play.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Defense calls a quick timeout there, perhaps a little confusion about what call they were in. Gonna run it, it's Baxter. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.